Okay, so let's take a look at finding the area, the surface area of a three-dimensional shape like the one that we're looking at right here, which to me, I would describe this as a triangular prism because the front and the back faces are triangles, but it's three-dimensional, so we call it a prism. So if I look at the different faces that make up this prism, the first thing I notice, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight it in blue, let's say, is this front face. Okay, and that happens to have the shape of a triangle. So if I wanted to find just the area of that front face, I would say the area is 1/2 the base times the height, and that's because this happens to be a triangle. Now, the thing about this particular face is there's an identical one. So I'm going to erase this blue for a second. And I want you to try and envision that behind that, we have another identical face. And I'm going to try my best to highlight that piece. So it's back in here. So this is an identical face that is also a triangle. So for this particular, these two faces, in other words, I can do 1/2 the base times the height, but I want to remember that there are two of those. So ultimately this number, whatever I get, I will double it, okay? So the blue, there's two of them. So we're going to double whatever we get there, okay? And let's take a minute and think about what those dimensions are. So for the triangle, it looks like we have a height of 8 yards, a base of 6 yards, okay? So if we do 1/2, the base is 6, and the height, let me make a better 6 there. So the base is 6 yards, and the height is 8 yards, okay? So this is for the triangle again. So 1/2 of 6 is 3, and then 3 times 8 would be 24. But then I'm going to multiply that by 2. So I'm going to get 48 here. And I want to remember that the units here were yards, and a yard times a yard is a yard squared. So that's going to, doing that calculation right there, is going to account for 2 of the faces of this prism. Now let's think about what the other faces look like. So I'm going to change colors for my pen. I'm going to use green now. So if I look at this, what I would call sort of the other front face, or maybe this is the top, if you will, in a sense, that looks like a rectangle to me. So how do you find the area of a rectangle? Well, a rectangle is just the length times the width, or the length times the base, or the height times the base, however you want to think of that, but it's just 2 dimensions. And in this case, it looks to me like those 2 dimensions are 4 and 10. So if I plug those numbers in, I have the length I'm going to say is the 10 yards. And I'll go ahead and include the units. I probably should have done that up above too. And the width is 4 yards. And so if I go ahead and do that calculation, 10 times 4 is 40, and that's going to be 40 square yards, okay? So now we've found the area of that face, and I don't think we have any other face that's analogous to that face. So I'm going to erase this again, and now I'm going to look at what I consider to sort of be the back face, if you will. Let me choose a different color. Let's see if I can use red here. So this back face, that again looks like a rectangle to me, but with different dimensions. So the red rectangle looks like its dimensions, and again, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to do the length times the width there. And in this case, I'm going to say the length is 8 yards and the width is 4 yards. So if I do that multiplication, I get 32 square yards. Okay, so let's see, I've accounted actually for 4 of the faces, because remember the blue was the front and the back, if you will. So that was 2 of them. And now we've done two of the rectangular shapes, the front and sort of the slanted front side. So we've got those done. And now we have one more that we have to consider, and that would be what I would consider the base or the bottom. I'm going to try to do yellow here. Hopefully this is going to show up okay. So this is smaller. It's along the bottom there, and that looks like a rectangle also. So once again, I'm going to use the formula area equals length times width, and now I have to think about what those dimensions are. And it looks to me like those dimensions are across, I'm going to erase real quick for a second, erase the highlighting and just try to trace there so you can see that it looks to me like you've got a length, if you will, of 6 yards. So I'm going to fill in 6 yards there, and I'm going to multiply that by the width. And that width going across this way is the same as the width of the front rectangular face, or the top, if you will. And so that's 4 yards. So now I'm going to do 6 yards times 4 yards, and that's going to give me 24 square yards also. Okay, so now I have to kind of take inventory of this. I've got 4 different numbers or surface areas. And remember, the blue, I want to emphasize this, the blue is a front and a back. So we got 24 there, but then we had to double that because there was a front and a back that were identical. So the last step here then, if we want to find the total, is going to be to go ahead and add these numbers up. So over here, I'm going to jot down, this is my total surface area. So let's go ahead and mark that. Oh, try to be a little neater here. Erase that. So I'm going to just say this is the total surface area. And all I really have to do now is take these values that I've calculated individually and add them together. So let's do that. All right, so let's say 48 square yards plus 40 plus 32 plus 24. So if we add that up, let's see, 8, 2 is 10, and 4 more is 14. Carry your 1, so 9, and 5 is 14. So we're going to get 144 square yards there. And that is going to be the final answer for the area, surface area for this particular prism.